enthusiasts to another episode of Bobby's Teaching Blog. So today, we are diving into the world of rational numbers and exploring their operation. So let's start by revisiting what rational numbers are. Rational numbers are any numbers that express as a fraction where the denominator and numerator are integers and the denominator is not a zero. For example, 1/2, -3/4, and 5 are all rational numbers.
So let's start with the properties of addition. First is closure property. Second is commutative property. Third is the associative property. In closure property, when you add two rational numbers, the result is always another rational numbers. In other words, A plus B is equals to AB. For example, 1/2 plus 3/4 is equals to 5/4. 5/4 is still a rational numbers. Next is commutative property. In commutative property, the order of the numbers does not change the result of the operation. In other words, A plus B is equals to B plus A. For example, 2/3 plus 1/4 is equals to 1/4 plus 2/3. Last is associative property. In associative property, the groupings of numbers doesn't affect the sum. In other words, the sum of A and B plus C is equals to A plus the sum of B and C. For example, the sum of 1/2 and 1/3 plus 1/4 is equal to 1/2 plus the sum of 1/3 and 1/4. Next is properties of multiplication. First is closure property. Second, commutative property. Third is associative property. And last is distributive property. In closure property, when you multiply two rational numbers, the result is always another rational numbers. In other words, A times B is equals to AB. For example, 2/3 times 3/4 is equal to 6/12 or 1/2. 1/2 is still a rational number. Next is commutative property. In commutative property, the order of multiplication doesn't matter. In other words, A times B is equal to B times A. For example, 2/3 times 1/4 is equal to 1/4 times 2/3. Next is associative property. In associative property, the grouping of number doesn't affect the product. In other words, the product of A and B times C is equal to A times the product of B and C. For example, the product of 1/2 and 3/4 times 1/5 equals to 1/2 times the product of 3/4 and 1/5. Last is distributive property. In distributive property, multiplication distributes over addition. In other words, A times B plus A times C is equal to AB plus AC. For example, 2/3 times 1/4 plus 2/3 times 1/5 is equal to 2/3 times 1/4 plus 2/3 times 1/5.
If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and comment down below for more math tutorials. Until next time, bye-bye!